Okay, so I have this budgie coming to my wild bird feeder. It's up on the wire. I'm whispering because I don't know if it'll fly away. It's up there. There it is. It's been 3 years since I found Jack Sparrow outside, and today I'm going to tell you his story. I saw this beautiful little blue budgie eating at my wild bird feeder in my backyard. I thought, no, that's not a blue jay, that's a budgie. He would fly back and forth from my feeders up onto the wires and back onto my feeders. I knew I had to catch him as he was a pet budgie. He's not a wild native bird. I brought my own budgies outside as he would hear them and come over, so I put a couple of cages in front of my flight cage with the doors open and spray millet inside and water and seed, hopefully enticing him to go in so I can capture him. I waited for hours. He heard my budgies and they were singing back and forth, so I thought I would try to put one of the cages close to the feeders, and what I did is I put one of my budgies in a small cage and put him inside a bigger cage. I put a landing perch right by the door so he would go inside. He would hear my budgie and hopefully go inside. I then had to put this cage in front of my flight cages as I was using the other one on the lawn. He came back to the feeder and was looking at my budgie on the lawn. But he kept flying away. He landed on the wires above my house. And he flew to my roof. And back to the bird feeder. Now he was closer to the budgie on my lawn. I was hoping he would go over there and go inside. But he flew off and then went above my house on the wires. Here's some snapshots. Too bad it wasn't clear. You can just see the outline. He went back to the feeders. My heart was racing the entire time while I was trying to capture him. But he just kept flying back and forth. Just back and forth. Back above my wires. He was looking at my budgies on my deck. Then he came to the roof and he's looking down at my budgies. Yay! And finally there he is! He was actually trying to get into the door. I couldn't open the flight cage door because they would fly away. Then my husband put a cage on top of the cage and maybe he would have crawled up there to go inside. But he flew off. So then I moved my cage. There he is. See him flying? In front of my bird room. I opened my door. All my other birds are in their cages so they couldn't fly out of my house. So I was hoping he would land on that top cage and fly into my house. And there he is. So it's not good quality footage as my camera wasn't working so well when I was recording this. But look at him. He came to the cage. And he was trying to get in the door. Of course, I couldn't open it again. All my budgies would fly away. Then they'd all be free. I have to catch all of them. So he really wanted in with my budgies. He's trying to figure out how to get in. Then he went for the millet, but I didn't want him eating it. See my hand? I tried to get him to step up, but he wasn't hand tame. He didn't want to come to my hand. I didn't want him eating the millet because then he'd be hungry and just fly away for the evening and have to start all over the next day. But see how he's going around the side of the cage? So I'm hoping I can just use my hand to kind of like shoo him into my house. And watch this. There he goes. Ah, but he came back out. I tried again. And there he went. Yay! He went in my house. So here he is. I caught him. You know, it took me 8 hours. 8 hours. Most of it was waiting. Hello. He's chirping. I think he's chirping like a sparrow. I named him Jack Sparrow, or just Jack, as a nickname. After 30 days of quarantine and no luck in finding the owners, I finally introduced Jack into my flock. I had 8 other budgies that he would get to meet. He first interacted with Sky. Sky is a young budgie. I recently got Sky and he was introduced to the flock just before I introduced the found budgie. And they were kind of bickering, fighting over a toy, and they followed each other around. He's such an active, playful little budgie. It's adorable. And he looks like a baby. He has the lines on his forehead are down to his ear, and his white is just starting to come out. Here he is a year later. He eats very healthy food, and he's getting along with the flock. He liked the company of the English budgies. They were much bigger than him. Look how tiny he looks compared to River. Then along came May. I found May outside as well the year after. And May is a female, so she had to be introduced to the whole flock, and Jack got to meet her as well. I named her May as I found her in May, and out she came. But Jack, he didn't really care for May. He didn't really go after her very much. It was Splash who really liked her. Sky was interested in her, but Jack, he was okay. He was fine with his other friends. I think she likes Sky. She keeps looking at him. There goes Jack. See, Jack and Sky, they always competed with each other. So I think that's why Jack didn't go near May. But you can see he likes Splash. He's singing a song to Splash and feeding him. Sadly, May passed away after only 3 months of cancer. Then along came Angel. I adopted her from one of my family members who can no longer keep her. Unfortunately, I had to find her a home, as it wasn't working out with all the males that I had. They were just constantly fighting, severe fighting, especially between Jack and Sky. I was worried they would hurt each other. And this is Jack Sparrow today. Sadly, some of my other budgies passed away, but he still has 4 friends. And this is Sterling, Splash, Sky, and Moonlight. Jack is still an active, healthy little budgie. Here's some slow motion videos. He looks just beautiful. He's always on the go. This is his favorite spot. He likes to hang out on this net. And he likes to do the tango. Look at him go. Look at those dance moves. He's a real good eater. He eats all his veggies. He hangs out with all the budgies. He gets along really well with Sterling and Splash. He still squabbles with Sky, but unfortunately Sky has become ill. Sky has become lame on his right leg. Moonlight and Jack are sitting there wondering what is wrong with Sky. I was very worried about Sky. I wasn't sure if he injured his leg, sprained his leg, broke his leg, or could be a tumor inside or some kind of pain. I called my avian vet and got him an appointment as soon as I could. I was worried about why he was doing this with his mouth, but my avian vet told me this is from pain. And here is Jack being a friend for Sky. We just got back from the vet, and the vet believes that he has a tumor on his kidney, or it could be a kidney infection. So he's on treatment for 2 weeks, and if he gets better, that's great, it's only an infection. But if it doesn't get better, then unfortunately, that means that he has a tumor on his kidney, and there's nothing we can do. I have to separate Sky from the flock as they keep bothering him, and he really needs the rest. He has to rest that leg, and he has to get treatment. And hopefully he'll get better. Although Jack liked to squabble with Sky, I think he sincerely misses him and wonder where he is. I'm sure he'll be happy when Sky gets better and he comes back and joins the flock. Jack is comforting Moonlight here. Moonlight was actually Sky's best friend, so I think they're just discussing on what happened to Sky and when he's coming back and hoping that he'll be okay. For more videos like this one, click on the video on the screen and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.